It's just a case of beer, a case of Guinness actually, but it's also a bit of a conversation piece in that in a society where there's a lot of rules, to think that a case of beer could cause this kind of trouble.
Well, on Friday I went into the LCBO with my son, who's 17 years old, to get a case of Guinness for my husband. I was carrying the Guinness up to the counter and was struggling to hold my purse, carry the Guinness and the LCBO magazine, and handed it to my son so that I could get my wallet out before we got to the cash. When we actually got to the cash, my son put it on the counter, and the cashier asked him for ID. And we both thought she was joking, to be honest, and then realized she wasn't. I explained that it was for me, but she said no, that he had put it on the counter, he had touched the case, so he was purchasing it. So I tried to explain. She really wasn't interested in listening to it, and that's what I found quite disturbing, because I was trying to explain. It was obvious I had my purse open, my wallet in my hand, but she said no, because he had touched the case.
The liquor store decided to embarrass her and say that she was buying this for her son. It would be nothing on her mind, anything close to that.
You don't know what someone's intention is. I think the thing that bothered me the most was that I was accused, full stop. You are attempting to buy alcohol for a minor. It wasn't a case of them saying, we think you may be, or we're concerned, or did you realize there's this policy? I had no idea.
Right, they accused you. I think that's the issue.
And that is the issue to me.
And they didn't ask you if that was your son?
No.
They never asked you any of that?
No.
There are very serious penalties for, allowing a second-party purchase, and we have taken steps to make that message a little more clear. We've put signs up in the store windows, or on the door rather, and made an effort to put that message inside the shopping carts. We make sure there's carts and baskets available so that people under 19 aren't handling the product. And again, I do sympathize, but the overriding purpose here is to keep the alcohol out of the hands of minors, and our staff are trained to do that, and we are not really going to make apologies for that.
At the end of the day, she's in favor of the whole concept of checking to see if people are of the right age, but she's not in favor of somebody embarrassing people in front of people when there's nothing to back up the story.
And that really bothered me, and I offered the information, obviously, that I was his mother.
Certainly, it's not personal, and that's certainly a big part of the training that our staff receive. It's called "It's Not Personal, It's the Law," and they're trained to evaluate situations where there's reason to contemplate there could be a second-party purchase, and again, if those circumstances present themselves at the cash, then our staff are trained to make that decision and refuse service if that's the way the circumstances present themselves.
They had decided I was trying to commit a criminal act.
Did it feel like a police state to you?
It did. It very much did. When you don't have the opportunity to present your side of the story, it's offensive, I think, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that way at all.
Anyway, thank you for having us here. Good luck with that. And listen, don't drink that.
I was.
Wait a minute. I think I better take care of this. Thank you very much. It's really great to meet you guys. All the best. Take care now. For the Toronto Sun, I'm Joe Warmington.